Let me tell you something that I've never really talked about much out loud before. When I was 15 years old, I had my own country band. I know I've posted quite a bit about it lately. I've been reflecting a lot about it lately in my shadow journaling. And my lead guitarist from that band was Reba McEntire's original guitarist. I mean, the guitarist from Southern Comfort. You know, the band who were all her original band members that died in the plane crash? Yeah, he didn't go on tour with them that year. Anyway, he saw something in me. Told my mama, this kid has something. Let's build him a band. Let's build it around him. So we did. 15 years old. By the time I was 16, we were playing some of the biggest country gigs in Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. We had t-shirts, CDs, coffee cups, all kinds of merch. We had fans. We had a big name. And last night at dinner, my friend Kristi asked me what the name of the band was. And when I told her, she paused, looked at me and said, "Wait, really? Back then?" Because the name of the band was Brewer and Southern Pride. Now listen, when I hear the word pride today, I think of queerness. I mean, come on. Liberation, gayness, me. But back then, it meant something else entirely. It meant pride in the South, pride in the Confederate flag, waving it next to the American flag like they were equals. Hell, we printed that flag on t-shirts, bumper stickers. It was part of the culture where I grew up. And I'll be honest, I didn't know better. I wasn't taught better. We spent more time learning Texas history than U.S. history. And the Civil War, barely a blip. Oh my God, and the Confederacy, framed like some noble cause about states' rights. I didn't realize that I was standing on stage night after night under a symbol of racism, selling merch branded in white supremacy with my name front and center. The irony. I was a closeted gay teenager leading a band built by grown men who likely held beliefs that would have rejected me if they knew my truth. But they didn't. They saw my talent. And for that, I'm still incredibly grateful. But gratitude doesn't mean silence. So today, publicly, clearly, spiritually, I am renaming that band. From this day forward, that band will only be known as Matt Brewer and Southern Denial. Because that's what it was. A denial of history, a denial of truth, a denial of who I really was. And I'm not carrying that name anymore. If you were in my life back then, and you're still in it now, hear me. I'm not ashamed of the boy I was, but I will not stand for the name that he was wrapped in. I stand for truth. I stand for liberation. And I stand in pride, the kind that frees, not the kind that clings to hate. We've got to stop acting like symbolism doesn't matter. It does. It shapes kids. It shapes culture. It shaped me. And if you're still mourning people like Hulk Hogan, who openly used the N-word, who backed a convicted felon for president, who stood for everything but equality, then maybe it's time to ask what you're really mourning. Because I'm not sad he's gone. I'm sad it took me this long to see clearly. But now that I do, I'm never going back. Now, peace, light, and love to all you gorgeous people out there just trying to breathe. Make it a great day.